Have you ever heard the joke that eating ice cream causes shark attacks? Here's why that seems true. Both happen more often in summer, but ice cream isn't calling sharks to the shore. That's just correlation, not causation. Today, we're breaking down these two tricky terms so you can interpret data like a pro and avoid jumping to the wrong conclusions. First things first, let's start with correlation. Correlation is like seeing two things happen together, but not necessarily because one caused the other. Think of it this way. It's like seeing a pattern in the data. Let's say there's a strong correlation between the number of people who carry umbrellas and the number of wet streets in a city. Does that mean carrying an umbrella causes wet streets? Of course not. The wet streets are caused by rain, and the umbrellas are just people's reaction to it. The point is that correlation shows us a relationship, but not the reason behind it. To give you another example, let's say we notice that as the number of online advertisements increase, so do sales. The increase in ads and sales are moving together. But does that mean that the ads are directly causing the sales? Maybe, but there could be other factors involved. It could be that it's just that time of year, say during the holidays, boosts both sales and ad campaigns. So we see a correlation. We don't yet know if one is directly causing the other. Now, let's move on to causation, where things get a little bit more direct. Causation is where one event leads to the other. It's the difference between A causes B and A and B happen at the same time, but A doesn't necessarily cause B. For example here, you take an aspirin for a headache and you feel better. In this case, we can say the aspirin caused the relief. It's direct. Causation is like flipping a switch. One action leads to a clear and expected result. But how can you tell if something's truly causal and not just correlated? Well, here's where things get interesting. You need to dig deeper. You need evidence of direct impact. Think of it like detective work. Let's say you see an increase in ice cream sales and a spike in shark attacks. At first, it's tempting to think eating ice cream somehow invites sharks. But if you investigate, you'll find that both just happen to increase in summer. It's the heat causing people to eat ice cream and go to the beach, and the beach causing more shark activity. It's not the ice cream that causes sharks. If you want to test causation, you can run experiments. Let's say you're trying to see if a new advertising strategy increases sales. You could run an A/B test, showing half of your audience one set of ads and the other half a different set. If one ad results in more sales, you have a strong case for causation because you've isolated the variable, the ad itself. So why is understanding the difference between correlation and causation so important? Jumping to conclusions based on correlation alone can lead to big mistakes. Whether you're working with data, analyzing trends, or just interpreting the world around you, understanding this difference lets you make smarter, more informed decisions. The takeaway: correlation can hint at patterns, but causation tells the real story. Whether you're analyzing data or just curious about the world, knowing the difference helps you think critically and avoid jumping to conclusions. The next time you see a pattern in the data, ask yourself, is it correlation or causation? And if it's correlation, dig deeper to find out what's really going on.